Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is the 1st of June, and this month, the 1st of June, is also gallery night. There's a local gallery called the Max Grover Gallery, and I recently signed up for their newsletter, and every gallery walk, gallery night, whatever, they put out a outfit prompt, and this month it's monochrome, so you dress in one color from head to toe. Now, I'm not in that yet, but I'm going to be going in all black because it's the only thing I have enough of. This morning I finished swan painting, finally, and I have also gotten a lot of projects onto my plate recently. I've been wanting to find another desk for a really long time, so that I could have 2 desks. One for doing art that I could film, or big paintings and stuff like that, and one where I could just doodle in my sketchbook, or write, or edit videos without needing to move everything every single time. And I finally found what I think is my perfect option. It's actually a vanity. Because it's a vintage vanity, it has 2 small tabletops on either side and then a dip in the middle. So I'm going to need to cut a piece of wood to place on top to be the tabletop. So that's that project, and in order to make time for that, while also doing the YouTube thing, I think I'm going to make that my YouTube video for next Saturday. I'm going to make over my art space, and that will be the video, which should be exciting. I have some wood I can use. I'll just ask someone to help me cut that down, and I'll sand it and stain it and make it look really nice for everybody, and we'll be able to use that as the new desk, which should be awesome. It's super gorgeous. It's got lots of drawers, so we'll get even more storage. I think it'll be really nice. It's a beautiful antique. So there's this monthly artist picnic, or at least it's going to be monthly. I don't think it's been going on that long, but I attended end of last month, and it was just so close to the end of the month that I just could not film anything to do with it for that month's vlog, but I had a fantastic time. It was really great to talk to so many artists, and it was very different from gallery night, where, like, yes, you can talk to other artists on gallery night, but it's very crowded. There are lots of non-artists who also want to talk to the artists. In the warmer months, it can be very loud, and this was just a quiet little thing, and some people brought snacks, and we just sat outside and shared our art. I brought 2 little paintings to share, and then I brought my sketchbook, and I just passed that around for anyone to flip through if they wanted to, and that was really cool. I got to really meet and talk to some very prominent local artists, which is very, very cool, and they really seemed to like my work. There were multiple questions of, oh, have you shown anywhere yet? Have you been in galleries, local galleries yet? And I was like, no, I haven't shown anywhere yet. Have you entered any competitions yet? I was like, no, this one coming up in July will be my first competition ever. And they were like surprised, which is like gratifying, you know. But honestly, I just had a great time seeing other people's art too. There's this one guy who does these amazing cutting boards of like pieced together wood. I can't remember what the machine is called, but programming a computer to cut the wood for him, and then piecing them together and using like the contrasting wood grains to have almost like a psychedelic effect on the wood. It was beautiful. But he brought those cutting boards he did, and then he also brought food to cut on the cutting boards. And so he was like, it was such a perfect way to demonstrate his work. So that was really, really cool. I got to meet, really meet the artist who did the sticker that I put on my sketchbook, and he saw the sticker on my sketchbook, and he thought that was great. He's really, really nice. Yeah, oh, one little thing before I go. I've finished the structure of both mitts, so that did not take very long at all. I need to add the buttons and the embroidery and block them so that they're a little less scrunkly, but other than that, these are done. I had the mic plugged in backwards for all of that, so if the audio is terrible, I'm sorry. I did not notice. apologize if the shower that's going right now is kind of loud. I don't really think I'm gonna get another opportunity where I can like talk to the camera and not be really distracted. Today's the 2nd. Yesterday was gallery night, gallery walk. I still don't actually know. But I had a great time. I really like the outfit I picked out for monochrome outfit theme. I think it turned out great, and that was confirmed by the many compliments I got. I didn't get an opportunity to film it before I left. I was running a little bit late, but I actually ran into someone who complimented me, and she was kind enough to take a photo for me for you guys. So I will put that in. If you're watching this, thank you. That was very kind. Also, I'm very tired. There are people who go out and like party until 2 in the morning. Those people are insane, because I was out until like 8 and I went to bed at like 10 and I am so tired. What are these people doing? Oh, but it was a great experience, and I just finished the swan painting that morning. So I took a photo and I showed it to a couple of people just when it felt like conversationally appropriate, or if they asked. And I got many questions of either, have you shown, or are you showing anywhere, or would you like to show here? Which, kind of overwhelming, to be honest. I don't even know how to... It doesn't feel real. So I don't know, I feel like I was expecting that to take longer, but... And somebody else invited me to do a pop-up show in their space, and that was like a paid thing, but she was like, I think you would do great. And I had to say like, I would love that. I love the space and you're super nice. I've spoken to this artist many times. At the moment, I feel like my art has taken a huge shift, and I don't think that most of my past art is representational anymore, so I feel like I'd want some time to build up a body of work again. And she was like, yeah, awesome, totally get that. But there's an upcoming show that they're doing where the theme is fins. So anything with fins, and it's a group show. So an upcoming group show where people bring in stuff with fins. And I think that my merman might be a really great option. So the plan is to take it easy for today because I'm really tired. But yeah, that's the entire update. I need to start filming my studio makeover video, because that kind of stuff can take a really long time, so I need to like I need to have like as much time for that as possible. I cannot put this off. And I need to do that this week because I won't have time to make over the studio if it's not a video. And the new desk is like taking up my house. So I need that done. I am realizing that my frames are all just a little small, to be honest. My biggest ones are not big enough for my biggest work. So if I'm going to want to display that, which I'm going to want to do relatively soon, I'm going to need to start going and just buying big frames. Because if I get a frame and it's a little bit ridiculously large, I can just use big mat board, like a really wide mat board edge. You saw earlier the little page of teeny tiny paintings I'm working on that are very cute. Oh my god. They're almost done. So once I'm done with all the watercolor on that, I can start doing colored pencil. I've been thinking about it, and I was thinking about like two things. When I paint big and I use mat board, I'm gonna be left with this giant piece of mat board that was in the middle left over. And I was thinking about that, like, I don't want to waste it. It would suck to waste it. So I'm thinking of doing some like little paintings that I can put in little frames using these like leftover middle pieces of mat board so that I don't waste anything. So That's really cool. And I can do them on like one sheet of watercolor paper, just taping it off into segments, and that'll save me like a lot of work. I love how these are turning out. I love the fish especially, but I really like how these are turning out. And I'm looking forward to finishing them because honestly, these I'm thrilled to put in a frame. I think they're going to be adorable. So yeah, that's cool. I just need to stop procrastinating and start getting shit done today. You want some? There you go. Today's the 4th. I'm not going to say much because I basically just turned on the camera to say that I'm sick with a sore throat and I've got like a cough drop in my mouth. So, but yeah, that just put the video I was working on hold. I'm just in bed. I started a new knitting project because I needed something to do. Because that's the worst thing about being sick for me. Is being stuck in bed doing nothing. I hate it. I think it will go away relatively quickly, or it will get a lot worse tomorrow. One of the two. So it is the 16th. It's been a while since I checked in on this vlog because I got COVID and I was only like really sick for about a week. And then I was like just very congested sounding and I did not want to record, but then also my boyfriend got sick. But I'm feeling really good and I thought I would update you on like stuff that I did while I was sick. So I made this delightfully ugly little basket. It's like ugly and pretty at the same time, but it's just crochet spiral basket. They're very, very simple. Yeah, it's like actually surprisingly structural, but it's very soft. I don't know, maybe I'll use it in the new studio makeover if I find something that this would hold well. Maybe, who knows? And then I made this. So it's just a triangle shawl with some yarn I'd thrifted recently. I haven't blocked it or anything, so it might get a little bit bigger and it might get a little bit drapier, because right now it doesn't drape very much. But I'm thinking it could either be like a really like avant-garde giant bandana, which is actually very cute. I think this is probably like the only way I would wear it. You could probably wear it to the side too if you wanted something like really cozy. You could like do it like that and then have like a pin or something. I don't know. I wanted it to honestly be about 4 inches longer. The rib border isn't so small that it's like ridiculous. Like it's a respectable, inch long rib. But yeah, I think it turned out really cute. And it's just kind of been living on the back of this chair because it's way too warm out for a very thick bandana shawl thing. Something that happened today is that I went to Goodwill and I got some picture frames, which is like kind of boring at this point, but I needed even bigger picture frames. I needed to start finding like really big picture frames. Oh my god. But a fun thing I found is this. I've mentioned before, I think I mentioned in my last vlog, that I collect these G3 My Little Ponies. So I found her. I can't remember exactly her name. I think it has something to do with scooters. She's got a little scooter cutie mark. She was 99 cents. She's in really good shape. She's got a few marks. And I think she got squished for a while, but I know how to fix that. And then I think most of these marks will wash off. They seem kind of like surface level dirt or like maybe paint. So for the most part, I think these will come off. She's got some pink marks on her as well, but she's also like a pink pony, so it's not that big of a deal. If she was white or something, that would be kind of like, oh no. But no, her hair is in pretty good shape. I'm still gonna need to like treat it and stuff to make sure it doesn't like tangle. 99 cents at a Goodwill. I always check for ponies in the toy section because you never know, but I've never found one until today, so that's really cool. This is also one of those ones where like she's so common. You know, finding her in a Goodwill is like so much more exciting than finding her online, if that makes sense. But I'm gonna style her hair because her hair is like honestly kind of like newscaster of the last decade. But I'm gonna style her hair to hang down like this because I like that better with this pose, and so we can like see the cutie mark and all of that. What else was I gonna say? What else was I gonna say? Oh, okay. Big news. So I may have mentioned this in the vlog already. I don't know. I have been asked to do a solo show at a local gallery, which is really exciting. So it'll be next year, next summer, at the Max Grover Gallery. And they want me to have, can you tell I'm like already nervous? They want me to have about 25 pieces. And I talked to the lady who's like inviting me to do this show, asked her professional opinion as a local artist. What sizes should I aim for? Because I'm going to be making almost all of this art for like in preparation for the show, because I've said this before, I feel like my art took a big shift recently, so I'm gonna need to make all of it from scratch. I was like, what size do you think we should aim for? Like large for me is 11 by 14, that's big. Just like because I'm a watercolor artist and this, that, and the other thing. And she was like, 11 by 14 is good. I would aim for most of them being about that size and maybe a couple being bigger. So what I'm gonna do is aim for like 15 to 20 of them being 11 by 14, then a couple being bigger, and then having a handful of smaller ones, just a few, but like an even number of a few, so that I can, or like maybe odd numbers, so I can do groups of 3 on the wall, just so that they can like sit on the wall together nicely and take up like the proper amount of space and not feel like there's big gaps, if that makes sense. So that's exciting and nerve-wracking. And then and then there's a group show that I'm going to be participating in. I'm just going to show like 2 pieces. I'm going to show Violet Ocean and then this little fish I did, which I will show you soon. But I'm going to be showing just 2, and I need to get those framed and matted because that's actually very soon. So I need to get this framed and matted. I have frames for both of those. I don't have mat board because that mat board cutter I ordered is not gonna work. I tried using it. It's really hard to keep it at the right angle when you're cutting with it, and it requires a lot of pressure, and it really hurts my wrist. Like, I did like one really messed up mat board with it, and it hurt my wrist so badly. So I can't use that. So I ordered an actual like full-on mat cutter, which is a little expensive, but I mean, it's not like it's going to get used up or broken. You know, I'll replace the blades. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's a little expensive, but you replace the blades, and in the long run, it's cheaper than like reparative wrist therapy. And I'm going to show you some of the art I've been doing while I've been sick. And here, and I scooted the chair, and I didn't mean to, that scared me. I only show my favorite pieces that I've done in the vlogs so that you guys actually show up to the sketchbook tours so you can laugh at my embarrassingly bad art. That's a joke. That's a joke. You guys are always very lovely about my art. and I don't think it's embarrassing when I do bad art. So I did this page of tiny paintings, and that's the fish I'm gonna bring. Isn't it cute? It's so cute, and the colors are so nice, and I love it. Oh my god, I love it so much. I think it's so cute. And then I did these other little ones, the roses and the rose and the little mushroom, and I think those are super cute as well. In certain shows, it'd be really cute to have like a little section of like just tiny art, like a little mini gallery wall in the gallery. So like there's all these big paintings and then there's little ones. And I also think that it's, in my opinion, it's very important to keep art accessible, like original art accessible. I think everyone deserves original art. But I also believe that artists should not like undercharge for their work. So I think the way to do that with originals is to make them small, is to make some small originals. So that fulfills all of these little needs I feel like I have. And I love that fish. It's so fucking cute. Oh my god. Then I'm going to be putting this in a bright blue frame. It's so beautiful. And it's going to look so good with this orange background. And then I did this. I think these turned out really good. Like, oh my god. The colors are a little funny on camera. But I did these pears, and I think those are really, really pretty. I love how when you look really closely, you can kind of see the sketch for it, and this roughness. I love it. I love it. That's it for this sketchbook. I did a lot of like sketching ideas because I couldn't really focus on making good art because I was tired and all brain foggy. But I did some like sketching ideas for paintings. I really like this one. These are waxwings. They're a type of bird. Obviously. This idea. Ooh, I love this idea. I think it's so cute. I did this, and I think this is really pretty. It's like an old crumbly castle. There we go. I think you can see that a little bit. It's a little sparkly because that's just leftover paint put onto the page and then colored pencil on top. But yeah, I need to make like 24 large paintings or whatever, 20 large paintings by next, I think it's April. By next April, I need to have all that art done, frames for all of the art, matting for all of the art, lots of stuff. I need to prep for that group show, and oh my god, lots of stuff has fallen into my lap recently, and it's like, I'm very grateful that it's fallen into my lap, but there's part of my brain that's over there going, So, hello, it is the 21st. Also, I know this looks ridiculous. I need a haircut. This is the last time we'll be able to record the vlog for a couple of days because I'm having someone come and stay with me for a couple of nights, and I want to respect their privacy, and I don't want to be like, shut up. So I figured I'd do this now. I got a little something for myself. Aside from this, I'm just going to be cleaning all day in preparation for that person coming over. Hopefully getting the desk cleaned off so I can do some art. But other exciting news is that the mat board cutter arrived, and I tried it out the other day. It is amazing. It is so easy to use. This is probably one of the best things I've ever bought as like an artist tool. Not an art tool, but like an artist tool. I cut my first one, and the centerpiece just fell out. It just, perfection. It's so easy to use once you figure it out, and it was incredibly satisfying. I think they threw in an extra. Okay, so I was looking around because every once in a while I'll scoot around looking at the vintage ponies, and I saw this one, and she's kind of, in my experience, she's kind of hard to find in America. You can find her in the UK online, and like I could order her from the UK, right? Like I could get my hands on her, no problem. But it's just hard to justify like Europe or UK shipping prices to here. I'll look up her name and put it on screen. I sit down to do this and the trash truck is like right now. And then I also ordered this one. Their hair is all a little tangled, but birthday cake. She's a nice baby blue with rainbow hair. This one showed up as a complete surprise. She's another pretty common one. I really like this pose. This is one of my favorite poses. I don't know why, it's so much more dynamic. I think this is the G3 Cheerily. I could be wrong. This is kind of what I mean when I say I love the colors of these, because they come in like, I don't know, something. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I forgot that this was a scented pony. She still smells like vanilla. I mean, I guess she was one of the later ones. I have a pony that was originally like root beer scented, but she was a little bit older. This is one of the newer ones because she doesn't have a magnet and her head isn't glued down, it turns. So maybe that's why the scent is still there. That's what I mean when I say I really like the colors, because like, I don't know, it feels like in my childhood I would walk down the toy aisles and just stare at all the pretty packaging and the art and the displays and stuff. I'd walk down both, the blue and the pink aisle. And these just, it feels like in the girl aisle, it's all very limited. Like it's light pink and maybe some hot pink and then some purple. At least when I was a kid. I know now there's like, or at least when I was like little, I know now there's like Monster High and stuff like that. But these came in like some really crazy colors and some really strange color combinations. Like, I don't know, it just feels like there aren't a whole lot of like yellow girls' toys. And when it's yellow, like a boy toy, it's like this really obnoxious shade of yellow. But like, look at this. It's so nice and pastel, and then there's the pastel green, and then a tiny bit of pink, and it's just lovely. And then there's like this really intense but not too vibrant magenta. It's just muted enough with tiny pops of green in the cutie mark and then in her eyes. Like, that's such a nice color combination. And then, the yellow and orange and pink of the cutie mark, and then the all blue pony with hair the same color as the cute. Like, these are great. These are great colors. Like, some of them are vibrant, some of them are muted. There's pink and blue and orange and green, and it's just like, I don't know, I just feel like the designers really had a lot of fun working within the stylistic limitations of these little ponies. I feel like they really gave a damn. And there's something so special, at least to me, about a toy line where the adults making them really cared about making something special and really just making something really fantastic. I'm not really into Monster High. They were big when I was younger, and then they had this really, really recent redesign, and my sister's really into them. She thinks they're super cool, and I love that for her. So I was looking into them a little bit more and looking into their history and watching some stuff by the original designers of like the first generation of Monster High, because I do think it was like a really cool line. And goddamn, they cared a lot. They cared so much about making something really cool that, kids and little girls would really like. And I just think that's a really special thing, when adults really try to make something for kids that kids will really like and really get something out of. I get the same feeling about like Fraggle Rock and Mr. Rogers' and, stuff like that. Like, that's really special. And I don't really know how else to explain it. The family visit is over, so I can go back to like filming and stuff like that. And while my family member was visiting, we went to a yard sale, and I got something really, really cool to show you. But first, I've started working on this painting, which I'm calling Forget Me Not. I'm really happy with how it's going so far, but I transferred the sketch a long time ago, and it's good to finally get around to it. But I'm gonna show you the new thing I got. How cool is this? How absolutely insanely cool is this? This is the coolest and largest steamer trunk I've ever seen in person. Like, sitting on the floor on my legs, so like I'm kneeling on the floor, and it is shoulder height with me. It's not wood or tin or anything like that. It's leather. The whole thing is leather. Like, it's wood underneath, but that's leather. Old dry leather, and it's got these leather straps, and then this decorative piece is also leather. Let's show you the inside. These pieces over here would have been on the sides to hold trays. Yeah, the inside bottom is like... Focus, come on. Is like a twill or a denim almost. It's thinner than denim, but it's definitely a denim type twill weave. And then we've got the top, which has this beautiful, the word's escaping me. I think maybe gingham is the correct term, but I can't recall. It's got some spots, but we still have the label in like pristine condition, which is so cool. There are age spots and stuff that are definitely like, that's probably mold, or at least it was at one point, but actually on the inside, like, it doesn't smell new, but it does not smell moldy. It just smells a little stale. All right, so he's all done. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I really love the glow of the leaves. Yeah, look at that. I love that. The way there's like light and dark bits in the outlines. Really love how that turned out. I know that I mentioned that I was going to enter that art competition. I know I said I was going to enter Violet Ocean into that, and I might, but because I'm putting Violet Ocean into that group show, there is a chance, however small, that it will sell before the art competition. All the art you enter needs to be for sale. I'm really happy that's how this portrait turned out. I think it turned out really, really good. So I might enter this, and if I don't enter Violet Ocean, at least then I still have like something to enter, if that makes sense. So I just finished the video for tomorrow. I thought I'd take this opportunity to show something that I said I'd show in the June vlog, which is the Monster Mash blanket. So this is the Monster Mash blanket, as I call it. It's all folded up this way. And it's about 2.5 feet, 3 feet long so far. And if I were to unfold it this way, it would be 7 feet wide, which is why I ran out of yarn. It's very big, and it's very heavy altogether. And I really can't wait to get to work on it again and finish it, because I think it's really beautiful, and I think it'll be a really, really nice blanket to have on the bed because, like, that's a thick blanket, but it's not like a big, fluffy comforter or anything. So I think it will be like cozy and heavy and really comforting, but I don't think it'll be too hot, which would be nice because we both sleep pretty warm. But yeah, you can see all kinds of colors and textures of yarn mixed in, and I really love it. So, we have come to the end of another month, but I'm not really sure what to say about this one. Our, household was sick for 2 weeks, and it just feels like there's nothing much to say because of that. It feels like not a lot happened. Day after this video will go up is my birthday, so that's exciting. I don't know what I'm gonna do for that. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything for that. Historically, I don't do things for my birthday, but I'd like to. I just don't know if I will. I am really enjoying the new desk setup. I'm having a little trouble getting back into the swing of work after so long of being kind of out of commission. I have ordered a new planner, and hopefully that will help, because I also just ran out of pages in my planner, which made it very hard to keep track of what I was doing. And yeah, aside from that, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you will like, subscribe, leave a saucy little comment in the comment section below, and I don't know, let me know what you did this month, because I can't even remember what I did this month. And I'll see you next time. Bye.